Some people might consider you unattractive because you honestly just lack confidence. There, I said it. We're jumping out the gate with this topic of what is attractiveness to someone else, right? And for me, I guarantee you it's really nothing but confidence. That's all it is. That's the reality of what it is that one person may find attractive or over another. And yeah, it's a little bit of looks, it's a little bit of genetics and things like that, and you know how you show up in the world. I'm definitely convinced that that's the biggest part of it, but how you show up in the world is really a result of how you feel about yourself, and it's about self-concept, and it goes back to confidence. Nobody likes an insecure person. That's the reality. And for me, my belief has always been, I don't chase anything. I don't believe in chasing relationships. I don't believe in chasing friendships. I believe in letting everything that I want come to me, because I feel like anything that I'm seeking is already seeking me. I don't need to chase, be desperate, or do any of those like things that I feel like people who exist in a state of lack often do. And what I mean by the state of lack is like you are walking around literally consumed with the fact that you don't have something, versus walking around feeling confident, self-assured, and grateful for the things that you already have. Let's talk about it. Let's really get into this discussion because I think it's one that needs to be had. Some of you right now are running around chasing after people who you probably shouldn't be with anyway. Because if you're having to chase them, 9 times out of 10, they don't recognize your value, right? And I know oftentimes they say men love to chase women, and I think there is a bit of truth to that, because men are typically hunters, gatherers by nature, protectors, and that sort of thing, and whatever other patriarchal generalizations we've handed down from generation to generation to generation. I kind of want to separate this conversation from those notions though, because my thought and this belief extends to men and women, is that the confident person enters a room and they are looking for nothing but a good time. A confident person enters the room, head held high, back straight, eye contact on full engagement. They're listening. They've got a firm handshake. They are happy to be there. And they give off an aura of confidence, of cool, of relaxed, of I'm here for a good time. How are you doing? I've never had the belief that you, or especially myself, needed to be overly desperate for anyone's attention, because that is a surefire way of also telling the universe that I don't have something that I want. And your mind will process it in that way, right? If you're telling yourself, oh my God, I want this person so bad. Oh my God, I want this person so bad. I want this person so bad. You're existing in a state of lack, whether you know it or not, because you're focused on the absence of the thing that you don't have, right? What you need to do is, in my opinion, change your mindset from, oh my God, I want this person, I want this person, I want this person, to I'm attracting everything that I'm supposed to have already. And to be honest with you, that person would be lucky if I even looked their way, because I am the prize. I know that in every friend group, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, in every friend group, you typically have different types of people. You will have that one friend that all the guys or all the girls just seem to always fall out over, And you probably, for whatever reason, cannot tell why that is. Now, granted, they may aesthetically look very pleasing. They may dress very well. That is likely as a result of potentially a level of confidence about how they present themselves, or they really put effort into how they present themselves to the external world, which is fine to me because I think that that goes into having a love for yourself such that you, in my mind, I'm gonna present myself the best way that I possibly can when I go out in public because I love to do that. I love showing up and looking my best, right? Because I also understand that people respond differently to people who show up looking well, right? It's psychology at its basic form, right? I'm not only just showing up looking great in my mind, right? Whether anybody else thinks so, I really don't care because I dressed for me, right? And I guarantee you that friend in your social circle is doing the same thing because they want to show up looking like their best selves. That's because that's just how they show up in their lives. Now, I'm sure you also have that friend that shows up looking as best they possibly can because they are hoping to attract a man or another woman, which, you know, that's their thing, fine. But for me, I've never had the thought that when I'm going out, I'm looking and I'm on the prowl, because again, that to me is going into the situation with the spirit of lack. I don't have, thus I'm prowling. I don't do that, right? I always feel like the person who's always getting all that attention is usually showing up to have a great time with their friends and to maximize opportunities. And what I mean by that is we have a realtor that we are working with. By the way, I'm also a real estate person at this point. I'll talk to you guys about my real estate journey a little bit later and how that all came to be. But, you know, the realtor that we're using right now to purchase our home, when we had a conversation about a year ago as we were trying to determine who we were going to be using because we knew that we were going to be in this process, again, I talk about manifestation. We started that process well before we were even ready because we knew what we wanted ahead of time. We just wanted to have everything set up so that the process worked easier because we knew we were going to find the house of our dreams. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, the realtor told us, I remember the thing that she said was, we need to get into the habit of looking for opportunities. And that is why we also started the process early, because if an opportunity came up, we were already ready, right? It's like, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Anyway, I say all that to say, when I go out, I'm anticipating opportunities, whatever that may be. I am open to any and everything, but I want for nothing, right? And I think that that's the way you have to go about it when you are in this process of looking for a mate, when you are in this process of trying to find someone to maybe engage with, whatever your goals and objectives may be for dating, relationships, or maybe just intimate activities. I feel like I don't chase. Okay, that wasn't my thing at that point in time. I don't feel like I ever had to do that, and I feel like when I did, it never worked. And so I just learned to kind of exist in a space in my mind where I am the prize. And I think when you start operating from that standpoint and work on your self-concept to the point where you begin to realize that, and then you begin to exude a level of confidence that exhibits that to the outside world, that is when you start to attract everything that you want and the types of people that you want as well. Because for me, confidence, high energy, good vibrations, it cannot attract anything but the like. So that's why you want to really begin to work on yourself. If you are in a space where you feel like you're ready to date, or you are thinking about potentially, having a family or getting to know someone, right? Confidence is the sexiest asset that you can bring to the table. because it tells the other person that in order for you to step to me, then you're gonna have to meet me at the vibration which I am already putting out. Now, what do you do if you find out ultimately down the line that that person isn't for you? Well, I think it will become apparently clear because your vibrations won't align, and that person will reveal themselves in time anyways. That's just how dating works. You will likely kiss a few frogs before you get to your prince. Or maybe you've already told yourself that your prince is here. It's all in your mind. Everything that you think is ultimately going to come your way if you give it enough energy. 17 seconds is all it ever takes. So remember that the next time you have a positive or a negative thought, and if you have a negative thought or if you're experiencing self-doubt, then simply replace that negative thought with a positive one. Speak life into yourself. Understand who you are and who you are now, not who you were, because as a result of hearing this, you can't put the toothpaste back in the bottle, and now you've heard that you're an amazing person with amazing gifts, with amazing things to offer. You are hot as HE double hockey sticks. I don't like to curse. You got something that nobody else has, and that's your energy and that's your vibe. Listen, if you guys like motivational content, inspirational content, content about leveling up in your life, you know, we're gonna have some deep conversations on this channel. We're gonna have some deep topics. You know, hopefully we'll begin to bring on some people that we can interview so I can show you guys more examples of what I'm talking about, because I think that that's gonna be also worthwhile to help you guys get to the next level. That's what we're gonna do. My goal on this channel is to help, to heal, to educate, to entertain, and to help you elevate as I do the same. So this channel is also a way to hold myself accountable to become the person that I ultimately want to be. And the way that I look at each video is just practice for my TED Talk. So with that being said, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell button, and also like this video. And I will of course catch you in the next one.